Okay, guys, welcome back to our episode. And remember, on our last episode, I had my colleague May, and we had such a pleasant, lovely conversation. And we couldn't continue for a long time because we don't want to bore you guys. So if you're an aspiring cabin crew and you want to join Emirates, please stay tuned, listen, and watch the video until the end because we want you to pick up all the conversation and get to know how is it being an Emirates cabin crew. And today we're going to be talking more about leadership and so many other things. So please watch the video until the end. Nice. So now we know a good leader. How about a bad leader?
Okay, well, of course,
We've actually answered that during
a little bit, yes.
So just maybe make it in points.
Right,
like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like in all instances, in all settings,
Yeah.
be it in the flight or be it wherever, maybe you're in the office, there will always be good and bad leaders.
Yeah.
And for me, one
And
thing,
anywhere in the world.
anywhere in the world,
Yeah,
anywhere,
true.
whatever profession you are. So
Yeah.
we also get, some of that every now and then. So for me,
In flying career.
yes, it is important, especially during the flight. For me, it becomes a very big factor when a leader cannot make decisions
Wow.
during critical times, when a leader is not there, especially when decisions needed to be done
Yeah.
quick and on the spot and the leader is not there. Because what I mean when I say the leader is not there, he or she could be there in front of you, but could not decide.
Mentally
not there.
They are not
Mentally
there.
not there. Meaning,
I really hate that.
yes. Have you
And it
ever,
has
for sure
happened
you've
to
had,
me before.
Mhm.
They just push it. I remember when I was a supervisor, we have medical. And she just pushes everything. I have to call the medical doctors on ground. I have to come administer the medication. And they're just there looking,
right.
giving orders.
Mhm.
Like, seriously,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
that's what you're talking about. Why
Yes.
can't she make decision? Or make a decision at least offer and say, okay, guys, let me go and call we call meddling.
Yes.
You do this, do that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, when it's especially when during critical
Missing in
decisions,
action.
missing in action, right? Or say, for example, decisions when it comes to what should be done and when should not be done,
Yeah.
especially when there's time pressure. Because as a flight attendant, as a cabin crew, time is of the essence, especially when you're already landing
It's true.
and there are issues that are happening,
Coming up.
coming
Issues
up
come up anytime.
anytime. So
In the
when
flight.
and when you ask a purser, what do we do with this? And just couldn't make a decision.
Some of them like, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And you're a
exactly.
leader.
Mhm.
It's true, right?
So I think it
You're actually
is
teaching me as well.
as a leader, you have to be smart and very quick on your feet when it comes to judgments and decisions because crew are there and everything is at stake and it's under your hand.
Yeah.
So I think as a leader, you have to be a decision maker and you have to make decisions quick as well.
Whether it's wrong or right decision, actually Emirates will support you. Where they will not support you is where you just sat and did nothing about it. If there was any issue that needed to be solved.
Right.
I like that.
Mhm.
Decision making
Decision making.
is a good leader. I think the cabin crew actually hate when they feel like they've lost their leader.
Yes. Yeah.
So it makes them, it's so overwhelming that they have to do their duties and at the same time they have to do your duties.
Right.
Like
yes.
helping you make decision.
Yes.
And where are you?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Wow.
right. So yeah,
Thank you
there
for
for me.
that.
And but with Emirates, I think Emirates really trains its leaders very well as well. But of course, every now and then
Things
you
happen.
get things
On the
happen
day.
as in all workplaces. Yes.
Like we said, no one is like every industry.
yes.
They
Exactly.
you can never always have like 100%
100%,
performance. You know what I mean?
Right,
Whether you,
right.
whatever rank you're in.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Wow.
But Janet is a great leader. You've seen her in the video. She's amazing. Treats everyone with tequila. I'm joking.
I said, after my flight, come for tequila. After Corona.
After Corona.
Yeah. So any other thing that makes you think like inefficiency from a leader? I think the decision making, like, it's like an umbrella, you know what I mean?
I think decision maker, you have to be a great decision maker to become a great leader. Anything else?
Yeah.
I think that's important. When I said earlier, a great leader practices what he or she preaches.
Approachable,
And, yes.
you know, team player.
Yes.
Not,
And I think it's important because as a leader, you know, it's not a joke as opposed to, you know, you're leading a team 40,000 feet above the ground. And I know it's not easy to become a leader at that,
No,
you
it's
know,
not. It's
especially
tough.
with jet lag and all the responsibilities there. It is a tough job.
yeah.
So I believe that this is where leaders, when they empower their crew as well, to, you know, you can do the job. I trust you as well.
Yeah.
So it's like you making small leaders under you as well. And, you know, that's why it
I
becomes a
think it
successful
becomes a successful flight. Yeah.
Yes.
I really like that. I
Yes.
really love to empower the crew.
flight. Right.
And then when you go there, pastors, please, if you realize someone has done a great job, praise them. All of us human beings, I want to do something nice and people are like, oh, well, oh,
Yes.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, come on. You need to motivate people. Because when you hear somebody say, oh, wow, you
Yes.
did that? And
Right.
nobody actually asked you to do this?
Yes.
You know, they feel so nice. I've really,
Yes.
really seen the crew doing that.
Right,
Sometimes I
right.
go and let's say in the business lounge, they've just done nice
Right.
kind of, you know, to make the customers feel welcome or even talking to them, engaging. And you're like, wow,
Yes.
you did that.
Mm.
I go to first class. There are so many people who know how to make little arts, you know.
Yes.
It's just out of their personal touch.
Yes.
And that's what the company likes, you know, be personal.
Be personal, right?
And you're like, wow, how did you even
Yes.
think about being creative?
Yes.
A passenger who has a birthday, maybe they didn't order for a cake. The crew will just make up something.
Out of chocolate, we make it,
You
we
know,
melt it, we make
Yes,
it into...
you know, being cabin crew,
writing.
one thing, being in a flying career, I've realized, like, you meet so many people. You meet artists, you meet
Yes.
musicians, you meet
Yes.
doctors, nurses,
Right. Counselors, name
Counselors.
it, yoga instructors, all sorts.
financial advisors. Oh,
It's so true.
oh my
Yes,
God, I
yes.
love it.
Exactly.
So anyway, thank you so much, Mai. And May.
Yes.
Mai, because in my country we say Mai for water. So and her name says water in my language, by the way.
Like
So
Arabic.
when you say Mai, it means that she has a running water. It will never stop in your
I
life.
like that. I'm
The
claiming
water
that.
will always flow. You'll always be blessed,
Yes,
you
I'm
know.
claiming that. I'm claiming that.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so tell me, sometimes being a first class cabin crew and last minute changes during the flight, maybe there's a cabin supervisor that called sick or something just happened.
Right.
And there's like, May, today you're going to be cabin supervisor in economy or business class. Has it
Right.
ever happened to you?
Yes, quite
Wow.
a couple of times it has, yes. And the great thing about working in first class is I think it is a privilege for us to see the pursers work. So we know how pursers make decisions. We pretty much see how the pursers really operate. Oh, they have to take care of the ground staff, the dispatchers, the engineers. When there are issues, they have to talk to the captain. We
All
see
the
that.
stakeholders.
All
by
the
the way.
stakeholders,
Yeah.
because what the pursers do is not easy.
Yeah.
And being in first class, we get to see how they work, how they
Yeah.
make decisions.
Yes.
And when you are somebody who looks into the positive light of things, somehow you get to see, oh, so that's how a purser runs it, right?
Wow.
So somehow I get
So
to
you're
see
actually
that
learning when you're
you're
there.
learning. Yes, that's the good thing.
Interesting.
Because when you're surrounded with amazing, and I tell you, majority of the pursers I fly with are amazing.
Yeah.
So I get to see how they lead. So when there were times when, of course, you have to operate out of your grade, meaning being first class is your grade, you have to operate as a senior or as a supervisor.
Yeah.
Then it gets easier. It becomes
So
easier.
basically what she means is being in charge of, let's say, economy class or
class.
business class.
Yes. So business class cabin, the
Due
passengers
to operational
there,
reasons. Yeah,
right? And also
sometimes,
the crew, you manage the crew.
Yeah, yeah.
And for me, I think it has been, again, it is not an easy job. The same as, for sure as a purser, because you manage crew and you manage how the whole service works,
Yeah.
make sure that it becomes smooth.
So how did you feel?
For me, my feeling was, this is a lot. But this is for me, like, this is a lot. Like, you really have to be mentally
Because
active.
again, you're making your own decisions in your cabin.
Yes, you
Yeah.
make your own decisions as well. But for me, it became smooth when I knew that the purser, the leader behind me, was behind
Backing
my back.
you up.
Backing
Yeah.
you up. Yeah, backing me up.
Yeah.
So when my purser would say, everything is okay, do you need anything?
Yeah.
These are the things that are essential. Because of course, as a first class crew who's been there in the cabin for quite a while, there are things that I do not know, when it comes to becoming a supervisor,
Yeah.
the technicalities there. So it helps a lot when I fly with pursers who tell you, are you okay there? Do you need anything?
Yeah.
Are you confused with anything? But also, it has been smooth because the crew, when you tell them, and I think when you show them that here I am out of grade, but I'm willing to do the work.
Putting an effort.
I'm one of you.
Yeah.
How can we make this work? How can we make this flight effective? They actually help you
They're
out.
very helpful.
Yes,
Actually.
they tell you. They tell
Yeah.
you, like, May, this is what you do.
And they
May-
love it.
Yes.
I think one thing I picked from Emirates is the team, when you give that
Right.
motivation and encourage, we support one another.
Exactly,
They would
yes.
really love. But if you come there like, okay, I'm a first class crew. Guys, do that.
Yeah,
Oh, you've lost
They'll
it.
make it hard.
They
They'll
will
make it hard for you.
hard
Yes.
So, wow,
Yes.
that's nice.
So also with Emirates, they really encourage open communication. They encourage everyone to talk, whatever grade you are. You could be in economy, in business, first,
yeah.
purser, or captain. Communication is essential.
Let it flow.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
So I think also when you are working out of grade and you communicate, you open, look, I am new to this grade. I do not really know the ins and the outs, but I believe you know more than I am. And I would, gladly and openly take it and let me know how can we make this flight
Exactly.
work. Yes.
Because by the end of the day, what do we want? Customer
Exactly.
satisfaction.
Right.
And
right.
also a happy team.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's both ways, right?
Yes.
Wow, interesting. So you actually enjoyed working
I
as a
did
cabin
enjoy it,
supervisor.
yes, but I was like
But you will
temporarily.
never do it.
And then I'll go back to my
My
cabin.
cabin. Wow, interesting. Okay, guys, I think we'll have to stop at this moment with this episode because it's been such a great conversation with May and we can never ever stop talking. She's just so much fun to talk to. It's so flowing, and because we don't want to bore you guys, so what we're gonna do is bring you more episodes. Please watch out for the coming episodes. Stay tuned. And if you need us to talk about any other topic, please comment below. I am sure you guys will love this topic, especially those aspiring to join Emirates. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share with your colleagues. Thank you so much for joining us today. See you on the next episode.